Hey guys, welcome back to the All Star Boxing Podcast. This episode is brought to you by VBR Lawyers, one of Queensland's leading personal injury law firms. They have offices all over the place. They've got one in Brisbane City CBD, Corinda at the Brisbane West, and at Burleigh Heads on the Gold Coast. My good friend Greg Black, he manages the one in Brisbane CBD. So, if you've been injured at work or on the road and need a high quality lawyer who is focused on achieving you the best results while keeping legal costs down, please contact Greg and his team at VBR Lawyers. Hey guys, welcome back to the All Star Boxing Podcast. We've got a really cool one because we had the All Star kids fresh back from the Philippines, so we're gonna really get into all their experiences and what they saw and all the development. So we've got Coach Paul that went over as well. Taj Harrington, Jai Dixon, Paul Utia, PJ, Chase Courtney, Darcy O'Malley, Mackenzie Allen, Levi Langham, Tom Hayworth, Talia Tui, and manager Callie Kerr as well. So, you know, we've got the man behind all of it, Benny Harrington, on the panel as well. So, it's only been a couple of days, fresh, back into it.
Yeah, it's been pretty good being back at the gym.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bit different though. The training from over there is definitely not the same, but still pretty good.
Yeah. Do you think you've all come back different?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in a way.
Taking things away?
Yeah, definitely. Just like over there, they're way more just fast on their feet and their hands, just quick reflexes.
Yeah.
Then coming back over here, it's just like everyone's not as fast as what they are over there. So it's definitely like, felt like a little bit of a step back, but still was pretty good.
Yep. Did they have the best gyms in the world?
Nah, not really.
Yeah,
Slums.
They're pretty
Yeah,
good.
slums basically.
How long ago did you guys get back?
Fun.
How long ago did you guys get back?
We got back on Thursday morning, last Thursday.
Oh, yeah? How was the flight?
Oh, it's pretty shocking, to be honest.
Horrible?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What was bad about it?
Oh, the first two coming back, the short ones, are pretty fun because we all just mucked around. But then, like, the 9-hour one, that was just shocking. Like, just the whole thing was bad.
Did you sleep?
Nah, not at all.
Couldn't sleep?
No.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I slept a little bit, but obviously it's a bit squishy and stuff on a plane.
True.
Squish. Well, I was recording everything, all the training and stuff. So we'll take a look at this video, darling. And so remember the space bars to pause. So I'll get you to stand by that. And this is all just a compilation of random stuff. So we'll pause it. We'll talk about it anyway. Push space bar, and then move the mouse. The slide. Yep. Move it off. Yeah. Leave it there. Is it you, Darcy?
Yeah, that's me.
Big Darcy O'Malley.
Pause. So stay next to it. Pause. Where is this? This is like a rooftop.
Yeah, so basically, like, where we were, the gym was basically still getting built. So we
Yeah.
basically had to walk up, like, I don't know, like 4 sets of stairs to, like, the rooftop that was still getting built. And it was like, it was just all, like, just wrecked concrete that just hadn't really
gym-
been, like, developed.
Yeah, the gym was still under construction.
Yeah.
They hadn't finished it. It was supposed to be finished by the time we got there, but obviously it wasn't. They're still probably
Yeah.
not even close to halfway. So coming up the stairs, they've still got scaffolds and things around. Concrete everywhere. So upstairs, all they've got is just the ring and I think about six bags.
Yeah.
But
So
that's,
what's happened? So you've jumped off the flight. You were picked up. Went to resort or
Yep,
hotel or whatever.
hotel.
And then how far was this from the hotel?
It was probably about 10-15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to catch a van all the way there, and then, well, for me as a coach, the hardest part is getting up them stairs. It's a bit of a workout.
Yeah. That's the warm up.
Coach
Warm
life.
up.
Coach life, baby.
So is this the boxing club that's there, or who are all those Filipinos? Was that a club?
So they had different teams travel all over just to mean that one area just for the camp that was going on there as well.
Yeah. So that was all organised they all knew the Australians were coming over. And
Yeah. So we had Don Abnett there that was running majority of the camp as well, along
Yeah.
with the Filipino coach as
Yeah,
well.
nice. Yeah, boom. Space bar.
So as you can see there, it's not the best facilities, but you've got the sparring and everything like that. So
Gravel, sand.
yeah,
Was that really slippery, that gravel?
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So if you had boxing boots on, you'd be sliding everywhere. But if you had your running shoes on, you'd be all right.
Hot there for the kids.
Yeah,
You guys was
yeah,
it hot? Pause. That's one thing I noticed. So after watching the sparring, the photos and whatnot, they look like they could handle it, but you guys probably knew in that environment.
Yeah, it was a bit hard to like adapt to it at the start, but once we got used to it, it like kind of evened out and it was pretty good.
Yeah. Did you feel like they were like, oh, these guys, we got these guys easy? Did you feel anything?
I would say on the first day, a couple of the guys were a bit shy, and just trying to adapt to the environment as well. It was really humid, so you could see that they hadn't adapted to the environment. But like they said, over the coming days, they obviously adapted to it, got used to it, and then they started to do a lot better as the days went by.
Yeah.
On the first day, though, not so much. You could see the difference that they were able to adapt to the climate, which is our guys weren't. We're just coming straight from Brisbane, so it's winter here.
Yeah.
So straight from winter, going to a different country, and then it's just summer and humid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Who organised it, Benny?
Don Abnett with Rod Hands from Harvey Bay.
Yeah.
So they contacted us and asked if we wanted to send any kids. So obviously we sent
Yeah.
a bunch.
Yeah, nice.
We took full advantage of that. That's a big thing for junior development within Australia. Within the world, they took away junior worlds. I think Dana Coolwell was about the last guy that went to it that era. So he'd be early 20s now, and he would have been 15 when he went to it. So 6 or 7 years ago, they took away junior worlds. So the theory behind that is, Coach Paul and I talk about it, we've got to develop the boxers because you don't want to be getting exposed to international opponents and the standard internationally as a youth, which is 17, 18.
Yep.
You want to get as much exposure early as you can, and then you'll know where you're at, so you can if you've got to pick it up, or some of these guys would have went over there and they would have not dominated, but they would have got the better of it, and then that'll give them huge confidence knowing that they can go around the world and match it with them. So yeah, that's the reason.
More trips needed.
Yeah, that's what we've got to do. Yeah, we just got to pump sponsors, and we just got to get kids on trips. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
Were they big punches, the Filipinos?
Yeah.
Heavy hands?
Yeah.
They're known for that, yeah. The Thais not so much, but the Filipinos are known for having heavy hands. And there's generally lots of southpaws over there because they love Pacquiao, so they just look at Pacquiao's.
plenty of southpaws there. Actually.
Yeah.
I think this clip here is the first day we were there. Pretty sure.
Yeah, so I tried to kind of just put this compilation together from the journey for different locations that I saw. So you guys, when you're all sparring, because you're all guns, were they pretty good? Like they could match you, or could you match them?
Yeah, much
A variety?
Yeah, it was a bit of both. Like most of them like have a real big engine, like they'll
Yeah.
keep going for just the whole time, and obviously they're like already adapted to the conditions and stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Some of them were real fast twitch, on their feet and everything. Then some of them would come forward a little bit more and stay in the pocket a bit more. But most of them were just on their feet, moving back. And we definitely found that when we were training out on the rooftop, that was a bit harder for us because since they're just they kept moving back constantly and there's no ring. So, but once we got into the ring and started doing all the exos, and that was definitely a lot better for us, benefit.
Yeah.
And we definitely did a lot better than them.
How many days?
Was it 12 all up?
About
12 days, yeah.
And then training 11 days out of it?
I think it's 12 days
Yeah,
training, 14 days.
we went 14 then 12 days training.
Yeah, nice.
That's a good prep leading into Golden Gloves too. All these guys have Golden Gloves this week.
Yeah.
So,
Training 2-3 times a day.
Yep.
So you got the morning session, So the morning session is roughly about, I think 6:30 in the morning, and then we had the afternoon session which was roughly about 11, and then you got the session in the evening is roughly about 3-4. So 3 sessions a day.
Wow.
And then we had exhibitions as well. So some of it was at the gym, and I think the other 2 was in a basketball court, and then the other one, I'm not sure where we went for that. I think it was like a town hall. The mayor, I think that was supposed to be in front of the mayor.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was
wow.
a pretty big occasion. We had everyone out there in the audience watching. So yeah.
Yep. We'll do a last question for you guys and put the next wave in. What did you take away from the trip?
Definitely for me, it was just like seeing if I could actually like handle it, being in a different country and seeing how they box. So I definitely took a lot away from that, and like I definitely felt like I improved a lot just coming from Australia and seeing the level here and going to a completely different country and like trying to like compete with their level over there. So I definitely took a lot away from that.
Nice. What did you take?
Yeah, it was good to go over there and get the international experience because they're a lot different over there compared to here, and yeah, it's good sparring. Different.
Yeah. Was it sorry, first time overseas? Like just holiday or anything?
No, I've been overseas before.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for
First time Philippines?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Eye opener?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's just like adapting to the different like conditions and stuff there, like all the heat and the gravel on the ground, and you just had to just deal with it and just get through it all, and it was just good to just get that experience as well in the ring with the exos and stuff like that.
Do you think it's helped you all with your next development of your boxing career now? It's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
up the
definitely.
game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks, boys, and we'll get the next wave in. You.
PJ, Chase, and Taj.
Okay. Yeah. So we changed that.
Hang on, you guys are the last one. PJ's there.
Yeah. You sit there. Yeah. We had a system, but it's all good. We
did you?
changed that. Yeah, it's all good. We'll make it work. Yeah, leave it there. We'll keep playing, and we'll go on from there. This is a long video. They pushed it. They were pushing it.
So in this situation here, were they trying to kill you? Are they trying to take your head off? Yeah.
Definitely.
Like they didn't care what age we were. It was just
That's why we sent you.
Was that done? So we'll go into it soon, but I saw like it looked like a fight night. Was that a competition sparring or something? We'll go into it, but
Yeah, this is more.
He means the one in front of the mat.
When
Was
everyone's
that like
watching.
was that like a comp spar, the one in the ring, not
Yeah,
this?
pretty much.
Yeah.
They did give winners, but they didn't announce if that makes it. So that
Yeah.
they had judges on the outside just telling us who they thought won, lost, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But that was pretty full on. That was more competitive as well,
Yeah.
especially for these guys, because being in front of that stage, in front of the home crowd, you could feel the energy there. So that these guys were definitely on that day.
Yeah. Take a lot away. Good trip.
yeah, it was. I actually enjoyed it,
Yeah.
especially the food. Nah,
Okay. KC.
the KFC was kind of bad, but
What was different?
I don't know. Like the chicken, like the chicken and fries, bro. They just. Oh yeah, Jollibees. Yeah, there was
Jollibee,
a thing called Jollibees.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
You like that one?
That was good.
It's like rice and chicken. What did you eat over there?
I just had what everyone else was eating there.
Literally, like if they wouldn't finish their food, he'd eat what everyone else was eating.
No, man. I will finish that.
How did you guys get along with Coach Don?
Didn't really get to talk with him much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really just
Yeah, he wasn't a very big talker.
So, what was he doing there?
So he's a Filipino national coach.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so he was the
I
Australian
didn't know
coach. He's been to a few Olympics.
that. Yep.
He's been in Australia for many, many, many years.
Yeah, I remember that. So he's in the Philippines now.
Yeah, he's a Filipino coach. Yeah,
How long have you been there?
maybe
Since 2019.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
So is he living there?
yeah. He's
Yeah.
living there. Yeah, no, he's like one of their head coaches.
Yeah.
He
nice.
did, and that was their. I don't know if it was their most successful, but they had a good last Olympics. I think they won a silver and a bronze, or maybe 2 silvers and a bronze, something like that at the
Yeah.
Olympics. So,
Yeah, nice.
and they get big money over there. Those guys when they get medals.
Yeah.
So that Carlo that they all went over to see, I think that's his gym. Is that right?
Yeah.
Something like that. He was a silver medalist, maybe bronze, silver medalist,
Yeah.
and he got like 25 million peso
Mm,
through businesses in the Philippines, and the government would all chip in, and he's set now.
yeah, nice.
So it's crazy what amateur boxing can do for you over there, because
Yeah.
it's such a popular sport in the Philippines. You know,
Yeah.
they say in Australia that 2% of people like boxing, and over there it's 49. So it's a very popular sport over there.
So it's funny because it's like still almost borderline third world country poverty, but you can still really break through.
And that's what the sport is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
for the person that hasn't got much and can go from nothing to a highly paid athlete. So
Yeah.
that's why we love it.
Yeah. Play, darling.
Did you guys get to do pads with any of the coaches over there?
Couldn't. Some of them couldn't because of the language barrier.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Hard to speak.
So that there's the team just having a bag session after the sparring. Time sparring.
Is that same place? Pause, darling.
Yes.
Was that in the same place?
Yeah, same place there.
Different area. Are they still developing it? That-
Yes, it's still getting built and things
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
I'm not sure when it's supposed to be finished.
And was this inside the building?
Yeah, this was inside. So we needed somewhere where there wasn't gravel and things like that. So we had to go inside the
Yeah.
building and finish off the ton-ups and whatnot. So
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Even though
This-
it looks hot.
Yeah.
Super hot.
Ross, crazy. First day was the worst.
Yeah.
Just really, really hot. Had
You,
no
you're probably
sleep.
just like exposed to it all. Like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, what is this?
After the partner work, you could definitely feel the heat.
Yeah.
It's something we weren't used to.
Yeah. What about nighttime when it's bedtime? Hot still?
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
not
still
really.
hot.
Not that
Yeah.
hot.
For me, it was still hot.
Wasn't hot, but
It was more just
definitely
humid. Not really.
Yeah.
Not very hot.
Yeah.
We had aircon, so we were all sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
Very high intense.
Yeah.
So after the sessions they had, one of the Filipinos athletes take us to the next level, and there he would finish off the session with ton-ups and things like that. Real high intensity. It's a lot different from Australia, so that was really good.
Yeah. This place looks like it's a basketball court.
Yeah, this was a basketball court. This was about maybe a 2-minute walk
Yeah.
just up the road.
That looks like the best place you trained at.
Yeah.
That was.
'Cause it's concrete.
At times we
Undercover.
couldn't. At times we couldn't get that place because we had other things running at the time. But
Oh, okay.
that was one of the places where we had one of the
Exhibitions.
exhibition matches there. So that was a really
Ah,
good
yeah,
venue. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Basketball. Did you guys play basketball when you were there?
We joined in.
Yeah.
We joined in.
They were so good.
Filipinos love their basketball.
They're playing in their jandals, didn't they?
Yeah. In their spare time, that's all they really did.
I guess that's why they got good footwork, good
Yeah.
movement. Yeah.
Good coordination.
Training. Oh. Sketchy. What does it say? Sparring day.
Yeah.
Everyone's eyeing each other up.
So that
Oh,
there,
that's-
Fresh meat.
they had
We had
just
a-
pause that for a
What was
second.
it?
So that there, they had this thing called fall, similar to what we do. So they got one of the lead athletes to get all the other athletes in line, and if they're late, they've got to do push-ups or something like that, and then they've got to say a prayer,
Wow.
and then they start the introduction and things like that on what specific trainings they'll do for the rest of the day. So that was really interesting. It's sort of like what we do in Australia, but just a little bit more cultural, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your takeaway from a coach's point of view? Did you watch the other coaches, or was it still language barrier?
Still language barrier. The only person I could gain a lot of information from was Don.
Yeah.
But he was really helpful. Made me see things in a different perspective. Gave me a lot of knowledge as well. A lot of good things to take away. So it was really good having him there as well.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, wow. Looks a bit harder now, like not so sandy.
Yeah.
Still, sit-ups on the concrete. That's how Pacquiao did it.
Some of the boys, or most of them, took their shirt off to use as a mat.
Yeah, wow.
There was moments where we didn't have hand weights, so what we did was just get
Fill up water bottles.
water bottles. and then just
That's
use
what I
hand
saw.
weights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or rocks. Get coconuts. Did you see coconut trees? Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaps.
Yeah, heaps.
See them climbing them.
Nah. We've seen heaps of like dead ones that were opened. They've been eating them, I guess.
What else? Like good food. Anything you really enjoyed?
At times.
Not really.
Yeah.
At times.
What'd you have?
Oh,
What it looked like?
Macca's.
well, we went to Macca's every morning. It was pancakes every morning.
Every morning, Chad.
Pancakes all day.
Wow,
And wondering why you struggle to make weight.
I'm underweight.
Right, a big man.
In the heat and the conditions we had there, there was no way these guys weren't making weight. They were just dropping. Weight was just coming off like them, and I actually had to tell them to eat more.
Yeah.
More there.
Wow.
Were you weighing them over there?
Yeah.
How often?
Almost every day. Yeah, so after the training session, I'd weigh them. But I just noticed that they were losing a lot of fluid
Yeah. True.
because of the heat. So I told them that. And I think it was the first day, a lot of our guys looked a little bit drained just from the heat and whatever. Just losing a lot. So I had to tell them, because it's different conditions, because we're in winter here and summer there, I told them that I had to eat a bit more than usual. So it was different, but
Yeah.
Was that hard for you, PJ, to eat more? Or were you like, I'm home, welcome home, daddy?
Yeah.
I accidentally lose your passport and just stay there, eh?
Yeah, maybe. No.
Jolly Bees.
Yeah.
That could be your fight name.
Jolly bees.
Play on another.
Who's that, Coach Don yelling out?
yeah.
Was he speaking Filipino?
Just a little bit. He knew a
Just
few
pieces.
words, but
Yeah.
Don was obviously telling the other Filipino coaches what he wanted, and they were yelling out instructions as well.
Yeah.
And then vice versa with myself, I had to go over to Don and ask him what the tasks were. So
Yeah.
it all worked in the end. So
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
So one thing that Don did mention was, well, not just Don, but most of the athletes, I think they had fights every. What was it, boys? Was it every second week or every week?
Once every week, yeah.
Once every
They were
week.
saying about five a month.
Yeah.
they
So
were
most
saying.
of these boys there had 50 plus fights already. You know,
Tournaments everywhere.
tournaments everywhere.
Yeah. Wow. They've got the population, eh?
There was one bloke there, one kid
Yeah,
there.
trained
He,
in one.
he trained in the morning, then flew out. I think that same day, fought, then came back the next day and was with us again training. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Far
They
out.
they live this lifestyle.
Yeah.
boxing
That's also what Callum Peters has been doing. He just got back from the Com Games, won silver medal, and he was at the Futures Camp on the weekend.
there. Yeah, it's-
Wow.
And he's going to Thailand as well on
Yeah.
that trip. Like he just wants to work, you know. Like that's what separates the good from the great, I suppose.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
Just all that extra work ethic. Question. So, what did you take away from the trip?
Getting a lot of international, world class rounds with them.
Yep,
It was
yep.
really good to see how
a lot of them boxed and just matching the energy with them in the spars. Just you know, it was hard the first couple of days, but by the end we were able to, you know, match the standard.
Yeah, well, nice. Was it like, when it was in that heat, did you lose concentration? Was that one of the things that kind of went first, you reckon? Or?
Yeah, it was one of the things, but we were able to like overcome that.
Yeah.
And just
nice.
focus really on what Coach Paul was telling us to do, giving us the
nice.
task.
Nice. Yeah, what do you take away?
No, I'm just very grateful for what I have right now.
Yeah,
to be honest,
nice.
because like over there, it's hot,
Yeah.
and like the building's not even like built yet. It's just half built. So
A lot of their homes are probably half the homes
Yeah.
too, you know?
Yeah, well,
So-
majority of those kids were actually
live in
living in that building there.
Yeah, wow.
So I mean, the kitchen was just like a shack.
Yeah,
You know
wow.
what I mean? So I think most of our guys, that was eye-opening for most of our fighters to see their living conditions as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, most of the fighters were giving away their clothes and boxing shoes and boxing
Yeah.
boots, equipment.
Yeah,
They were just giving all their stuff away. So it was really good to see them give back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And the guntage, what do you take away?
Just the top rounds over there, man, they're all just guns.
Yeah.
All the people that I fought, they all punch so hard, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Same weight?
Nah, they're all a lot heavier.
Heavier, yeah,
But
yeah.
got-
You can feel the difference from sparring and kind of fighting here. Did you just feel the difference over there?
oh yeah, they're all just always on. They just want to kill you.
Yeah, wow.
It's a bit crazy.
Did that up your game?
Yeah, I always got to be on over there. I was
Yeah.
always trying to stay on.
Go back
Taj told
again?
me a funny story yesterday that when they all used to pray, when you all went and prayed,
Real.
did he tell you that, Paul? He's like, you know how you all prayed before?
Yeah.
I was like, what did you pray about, Taj? And he's like, every day I'll just be like, please let me be on. Please let me be on. Please let me be on today. Not, dear baby Jesus, thank you for this lovely food. Please don't let me die today.
Nah, man. All right, guys, good work. Put the
I was
last
thinking
score
about that the
on
whole time. Every time I was praying.
Is that what you'd say, PJ? Please let me be on. Please let me whoop this ass.
What did you guys take away? Like, hot there? Different?
Yeah, it was different. I mean, obviously it was great boxing experience, but also just to adapt to a different culture, just meet different people, and just go in a different country. Obviously, I haven't really been overseas that much, and it was lovely to meet the people over there. They're all so friendly, and they all treat you like family. I thought that was really amazing.
Yeah, nice. Levi.
Everybody, welcome to Mackenzie's podcast. It's been nice knowing you, Miles.
I know, I'm like, yes, more. Levi, what do you say?
Well, what I took away was just the I learned how to adapt to a completely different style because a lot of them found out like a common trend with them. They all kind of fought the same. They all like held their guard the same, and like at the start it was pretty hard, but we kind of got used to it, and it's just good to see where you stand compared to people in the other countries.
Talia.
Yeah, for me it was very eye-opening, not just with boxing but with like life in general.
Yeah.
And
nice.
yeah, it was good to get like some hard rounds with them over there. As we get older and travel overseas, at least we will know what our opponents will be like.
Yeah,
getting the
yeah.
experience with them.
Yeah, nice.
I think a good big lesson is that when you go to those international training camps, they're fights. Every single time that you are matched with anybody in anything, even the partner work, it can be a fight. Like so, you got to be ready. You got to be on. That's a very big takeaway because you go over there, you're a little bit relaxed, you're taking it easy, and they're trying to kill you. They don't care. They don't care about you. Like they're just trying to look good for their coach, just like everybody's trying to look good for their own coach. You know, so.
And then a holiday is like we're there to perform.
Oh, it would be
Quite
amazing for
pretty
them. Like imagine if this gym here had a country come of kids the same weight. What do you think we're telling you guys?
Yeah.
Like, you know, get after it.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing.
It was the same mindset that I had. Just because I wasn't gonna leave it to chance for them to flog us and us to not be ready. You know, so
Yeah.
it'd be better off us being ready and them not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Meet
you're
fire
my
with
backyard
fire.
Boy, boys.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. They were never off. They were like always on,
Nice.
always switched on.
Yep.
Well, they wouldn't dare be off. because their living situation is so different to ours. I know that when we went over for the Com Games trials in 2018, they were saying over there that the Filipino boxers get paid a small amount of money that they send back to their families. So they're just happy that they've got a roof over their head and they're getting fed, and they get to send X amount of dollars, which is not much at all, back to their families. So it's a way of, it's the way that their family's surviving by that person boxing. So they can't afford to be off. They've got to come after it. It's just the nature of the beast.
Did you have boys your weight? Were there heavier boys?
Yeah, there were a few, but the majority of them were a little bit lighter. Like there was a lot of them at 71, but there was a couple at 75 and just a couple at 80.
Hard hitters?
No, not really. The lighter ones were actually harder hitters than the heavier ones. The 71s and stuff and 69. I think it's because they were they were a little bit more slick and fast, and they had their technique a little bit more down pat than the heavier guys.
Nice. Lots of girls over there?
There was a few girls, more girls than I've ever been able to get the opportunity to spar with. So it was really good to meet them and just talk to them about their lives. Obviously, there's that language barrier there, but they all want it. They're turning up to training, so that was really good getting to meet them and getting to work with them and adapt to their different styles.
When you guys were over there, I had Filipinos adding me on Facebook.
Yeah, me too. I had a zillion.
How many new friends did you make?
Yeah. I couldn't keep up with them, mate. Kind of felt good for a little while.
I was going, there's so many friends.
Then gone back to reality in Australia where no one actually cares about you.
Levi's like, yes, I've got 45 followers now.
Did anyone say, oh, can you take me with you?
They didn't say that directly, but that was it.
Some of the little kids who were tempted to take home, some of them were like
cute.
Yeah, and very just very friendly and happy and very honest. They tell it how it is over there. The little ones, love that.
Wow.
There's this thing my school might be setting up if we end up going there next year. Maybe get a bit of money to be able to buy some clothes and food for the people over in the Philippines out of that boxing place.
Yeah, nice.
Just because being over there, I think we all saw what they had and how a little bit of money for them can actually go a long way, whether that be food or gym equipment or things like that. So maybe that my school might do something.
What's
like
your
that.
school?
Lakes College.
Yeah. Did you set that up or?
Well, I talked about it with a teacher.
Yeah, nice.
And they said that they might talk to the school about it.
Fundraise something, send it over.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wow. Good on you. That's cool. And like you said, a little goes a long way over there, as you guys saw,
To put it into perspective, what was the prices of food compared to here?
It was so cheap. I didn't blow through $150 until the last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're eating every day, buying stuff?
Yeah, I spent a fair bit there too. Yeah. And the food was really good. I don't know what Taj was saying. It was heaps good.
Wow.
There's a bowl of bowlers. Oh, that was my favourite thing of the trip.
Desserts? It was pretty hot, so were you just having ice creams and ice blocks or what?
Mostly just Gatorade. We drank a lot of Gatorade over there.
Flew it back in. Yeah, wow. We'll play that. That was pretty cool. Circling around you.
So that there was a session where we had, I think, 3 rounds to do individual. So it's 3 rounds of open gym. So we did pads or we could do partner work, shutter, just to finish the session.
Yeah, that stuff there that Coach Paul was doing with us is just, we'll just let them know, that we belong there and that, we're here to do business and yeah. And the other guys were shocked at how hard we were training,
Nice.
They were training pretty hard, but we were also, just one-upping them and it kind of put some fear into their mind, just.
You guys would have seen a lot of, their towns and how they lived.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, the roads were like organised chaos. It was pretty cool to see. Like there was hardly any rules, but everyone kind of knew it, and it was like more courtesy and stuff. A lot of beer pen, a lot of liquors and stuff like that.
Was that darling? So you guys being in a whole new country like this, you would have seen like people just making money. Like there's all different ways, like selling food, just selling whatever. So
Well, we met this group of little kids that we saw a lot of the time, that, you know, we gave a little bit of money to, but they were walking around like with these like towel things, and they were, you know, telling us their parents can't really keep jobs, so they're kind of on the streets just trying to sell these towels, but they were all so sweet. We really liked them.
We didn't even buy their towels. We just gave them money.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, there you go.
We were just like, you can keep the towel. We'll just give you the money.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool seeing because like they get the money that you give them, and that's what they were telling us when we shouted them Macca's meal.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it was cool, you know. Like the next day, the kid's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go in the shop and just buy like a bar or whatever because I'm hungry." And yeah, just,
Sounds like there's some good scammers, those kids.
They're like
good scammers. They saw you coming, Slim Shady.
Did you, when you were there, like everyone's just looking at you because?
Oh yes,
you know,
Everyone
all the
wants to
time.
yeah.
But it was kind of good. I liked it.
This guy with the tank top, pink tank top on.
It was good getting
we
the
do
attention.
kind of feel like celebrities over there. You know, everyone comes up and asks for photos.
Yeah, nice.
You can just be walking down the street and someone comes up and asks for a photo, and then you know, everyone's watching you, and you kind of get a little bit paranoid almost sometimes. Yeah, but we all know they're just, you know, curious. So.
Yeah, cool.
They didn't even know that we were boxers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just wanted photos even though they didn't like know that we were boxers, and we had to tell them. And they're like, oh, guapo. Yeah, they taught us a couple of words.
Oh,
Levi knew what it meant. No one called him that. He researched it.
Yeah, they taught me how to say guapo co. You know, just tell them that I'm handsome.
And they're like, no, guapo.
Hindi.
Damn.
should have slapped All-Star stickers everywhere.
Should have.
Hey.
Should have put one on God's face.
They gave away all the All-Star shirts and stuff. I saw that.
Yeah. Beautiful country too. There we go. Crash forward the backflip.
Damn.
Okay, you could do that.
Gymnast.
Whee.
That was the place we were supposed to stay.
So is that the resort?
No.
We were supposed to stay there, but they were booked out, so we went to a different place.
But we went there for dinner like almost
So
every night.
that gym there, that was the one at the hotel. How cool is that? So we were lucky enough to have a gym at the hotel that we're at. So that was really convenient, just upstairs. Some sessions that Don did hold was in that gym there. Not so much with the Philippines, but just with All-Star Boxing and other fighters that had gone on the trip as well. So that was really good. Had the other Queensland coaches as well.
Nice.
So
Nice. Yeah, cool.
Attack. So you're about your completion, your preparation. Stay switched on.
There was one good event there that we had at the gym, not this one, but the one that we're with the Philippines. So they had King of the Ring, and they were doing it for money as well. So that made everyone step up. So they had the schoolboys, schoolgirls.
So what's King of the Ring for the people at home?
King of the Ring is we have two people in the center ring. You might get given a certain task. So let's say it could be lead hand only. First person to tag the other person is out, and then the next opponent jumps in, and it's pretty much the person who stays in the middle the longest ends up winning the prize. So the longest two that stays in the ring.
Yep.
Ends up going into a final, like a final, and I think it's best out of 3. So best out of 3, then the winner ends up getting the grand prize of, it could be cash. So when that was on, when I seen that happening, I felt like everyone was actually on because they're trying to get after the money.
Yep. How many out of how many were in it?
That was
A lot.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
30,
Wow.
40 kids for each age group. So that was really good to see.
Crazy.
Yeah. And you just see like as some of the guys mentioned, fast reflexes and fast twitch. You could see them definitely doing that during the rounds as well. So that was really good to see. Made it really competitive. I think for the schoolboys, was it Tom? Tom ended up winning it. So it was Tom and Chase that had the final.
Yeah.
So Tom ended up winning the grand. How much did you get, Tom?
200 pesos.
200 pesos or something like that from Don Abbott.
Nice.
And then we had the juniors up next. I think Darcy ended up making it to the finals, but the Filipino got that. That was all right. That was really good. That's probably the best I've ever seen Darcy actually spar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that suited his style. I think that was it.
Yeah.
For the rest of the team. Who was in the finals for the girls? Was it you, Talia? Yeah, Talia and the other Filipino girl.
Yeah.
Ended up having the box off, and you ended up winning it, didn't you?
I thought I did, but I didn't get a prize. So maybe I did.
Where's my 40 cents?
Yeah, so that was really cool to see.
Yeah, nice. Oh, that's cool.
We like Squid Game.
Yeah.
There's the angles after. Yeah, that's it.
Kenzie.
Those bags there were like rocks, eh? They were unbelievably solid.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Had to use YouTube Music so we don't get tagged down.
So I think it was at the basketball courts. The team, I think, gave away a basketball. Jai was the one that ended up handing it over, just to show our appreciation and things like that.
Like a signed one?
Yeah, so the whole team had signed it, given it to them, just to show their appreciation, and the team ended up donating. Giving some food as well. I can't remember what it was.
Like large, like
like
2 large
rice
boxes
and
of
fish
biscuits
and
and
Nice.
Yeah.
Like packets of noodles and all of that. Just,
Yeah.
I think the parents asked the kids what they like, and then they went and got that for them.
Yeah, so team manager Kelly Kerr was able to organise that as well, and that was really good. Yeah. The Philippine coaches were thankful for that. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Who's that? Tom Cruise.
Young Taj.
So, yeah, just on that. So, Taj Harrington was really fortunate to go over on the Philippines trips, as in Australia it's really hard to get in matches. But being there, he was able to get a whole lot of opponents and things like that. So that was a good trip for him as well.
Yeah. Were they kind of impressed? Were people watching?
Oh,
Like any of
definitely.
these kids just watching? Like, wow.
Yeah, we had some of the coaches come up and say that Taj was a superstar in the making. As you can see there in that video. So,
Just movement, having fun in his element, popping around.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Good boy, Ty. Good shot.
So this looked like a fight night, but it's competition sparring.
Yeah, so that was the one for the mayor.
Okay.
They had the whole town there as well, so it's a really big event. A little bit nerve-wracking at the start. I think Taj was the first one up there, but I think once he got once he got in there, he got the job done. Everyone sort of followed suit as well.
Nice.
They sort of fed off his energy, so which was good to see.
Yeah.
I think Taj being 34 kilos, this kid here was about 40 kilos.
Okay.
So he jumped up a few kgs to fight this kid, but he managed to get the
Because
job
there's
done.
a crowd there, where they were like, oh, was it loud?
Yeah, yeah. You could
Yeah,
tell
he's there.
the Filipinos were on as well because it's in front of their hometown,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And
they
in
had
front
to
of
be
the
on.
man too.
Yeah. It didn't feel like an exhibition, it actually felt like a fight.
Yeah.
So guys had to be on.
Oh, see here, brothers. Jai.
And you'd think because it's like in front of the mayor and stuff like that, a lot of those Filipinos, like they'd want to be on, you know, because they might get sponsorship or something like that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It's probably a big thing for them there.
It was a good chance for the Filipino team to showcase their skills as well in front of the mayors.
Yeah.
Get sponsors and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's this?
Can't even see from here.
Who? Talia.
Talia was fortunate enough to get a lot of good rounds in as well with elites there.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, did she punch hard, Talia?
Yeah, pretty hard. I got a few bruises. Yeah.
Photos of the trip. I was in a rush to edit this, eh? Oh man. But I edited this and then came straight here.
I didn't by the way.
I have no idea how you're not on Joe Rogan podcast.
The kids there were fun. They didn't mind playing with us and stuff like that. They loved Talia and Mackenzie. They were pretty good kids.
I love you to all.
So that was us saying goodbye to everyone there.
Nice.
Bravo.
Slim Shady.
Okay, bye-bye, bye-bye.
They were really friendly as well when we were leaving, so it was good.
Oh, that was it. That's the end. Wow. Biggest takeaway?
My biggest takeaway was probably getting those rounds with other girls, just because like being my weight and in Australia there's not a lot of girls I can get sparring with, so because I went over there and I got heaps of different girls to work with, that was my favourite part, and meeting all the little kids and talking to them was my highlight.
Yeah, nice. Wow. Levi?
Well, I just sort of, it was pretty good to realise that I can keep it up with the boys internationally, you know, like on an international level and stuff like that, because a couple of the boys I was with, you know, they won gold on some of the international fights and stuff like that, and I was able to hold it with them, and it was kind of good for the confidence.
Yeah, cool. Talia?
Yeah, I think definitely the sparring. Sparring the elite females, they were very tough, very strong. So, and I think I kept up really good with them. So, just shows like I can go well with my own division.
Yeah,
And,
nice.
Yeah, it was good prep for Golden Gloves as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I took away a lot. Sorry, voice.
No, all good. Pretty much just got off the flight. So cool. Look, a successful trip. Thankful. I bet you're in a position where you can see the development paying off, the investment paying off for these kids.
Yeah.
You know, whether they pay for it themselves or they had half of sponsorship, doesn't matter. It's all gone towards development of the club, the future of all-star boxing. So I'm excited to really see what comes of this.
Yeah, it's important that we do it, as I said before. I mean, we can't say that we've got a system here, but it stops when you get so good. If you're at that level, then and you can't get the work that you need in Australia, then you have to go get it wherever you got to go. So that's the club, believes in what we're trying to achieve here, which is start them young and bring them through and give them development, and then let them choose which path they want to go down. But without trips like that, you just never know how good you could be. So
this is stuff that you guys will remember forever.
Oh, for sure.
These are trips that you will remember forever.
100%.
Yeah.
I think for me and for most of the guys here, this would be one of those trips where they'll remember till they get older. It's something that you can't describe. You have to be there to have witnessed everything. A lot to take away from the trip as well. So it's a good experience.
Nice. And I bet for yourself, because you've trained these kids for so long, the last few years, to go away with them, different feeling, different atmosphere, get to really...
Different atmosphere. I think for me as a coach, it was good to catch up with Don. So Don used to train me when I was a lot younger.
Oh, nice.
13, 14 years old back in ACT. So that's where I'm originally from.
Okay,
But it was good to catch up with him again and just take away a few things from him as well. So it's good to just have a different coach tell you different ways of coaching as well. A lot to take away. He gave me some good advice as well.
Cool.
So I definitely learned on that trip. So for me, if I'm going on these trips and I'm taking one or two things away from the trip, it's all been worth it.
Yeah.
Even development for myself as a coach and for these guys as well. I'm sure they would have taken a lot from the trip as well.
Yeah, nice. All right, cool. We'll wrap it there. I know you guys got school in the morning. You'll carry on. Life goes on. Training after that. Golden Gloves this weekend. Any last words?
Got a big Golden Gloves coming up.
Yeah.
So today is Monday. Golden Glove starts Thursday.
How many from the club?
In Brisbane? We've got 18 fighting.
I think there was about 500 nominated, so it'll be a big event.
Yeah, 500 nominated. Looks like there's 60-something fights on the first day, which is Thursday.
Yeah.
Teams from New Zealand all around Australia. So it'll be huge.
How many from the Philippines going?
The Filipinos, our team that went, all of them.
The whole squad? Yeah, nice. Look at that. Nice kind of lead to the Golden Gloves.
Definitely.
It's also good that Boxing Queensland is leading the way, so it's been a bit of a drought, but it's good to have boxing back on again.
Nice. All right, good work, guys. Bang, bang, bang.
Well done.